Okay, Wittle Defender, the long await for this whole buff to this fiery Vanguard has finally taken place, and people are already asking if this is something they should pull. And where yes, this hero did get a buff, there's still some things you should be considering and some things you should know about this actual buff. The first one being that this is a support style hero, meaning that they're supposed to help the other heroes in your team. Specifically in this situation, your fire hero. So your blazing archer, your demon spawn, those are gonna be the ones that benefit from this actual fiery Vanguard. The buff that it got though was mainly to the Vanguard's attack, just about double, so now the Vanguard hits harder, but it really isn't giving that good buff to the rest of the team. The other thing is, because this buff does give an increased damage to all the fire heroes, that means you have to have a good solid set of fire heroes on your team, and once you get far enough into the game, well, that's where the essence comes in, and it can be a little bit difficult to start going and upgrading 2 or 3 of these heroes. Still, compared to the non-rate up heroes, this one is still pretty strong in the beginning early game for going and grabbing this thing. Although once you start getting towards the end game of it, of having it at a higher stars or diamonds or even that final form of it, it doesn't really seem to show that much of a change. It really doesn't do too much as a benefit of what we were expecting. Now we still have to wait for the buff coming to the demon spawn pretty soon, but supposedly they got rid of his armor break, which was going to reduce the defense of the enemies you were going up against. So we kind of got a nerf before we're getting our buff, but either way, going and getting all these heroes upgraded and at their final form, this Vanguard still could be a solid choice for that team. Now I honestly would have loved to see something done more on the support side, whether that was increasing that fire damage from say the 27% up to let's say 50%, or even giving this thing some type of heal or shield or something to benefit the team altogether. I mean, I believe it did get some buffs at the earlier star levels on it, but when it comes down to it, any of these fire heroes, when you're comparing it to the Sword Saint, they're still at par for the damage that that one's gonna put out. So given that they just said a few days ago that the changes would make this more comparable to the Sword Saint, I'm just personally not feeling it. And for reference, as you probably already saw, I still have mine at 2 diamonds. I'll have enough to take it up to the 3rd diamond once I get some more essence, but even from going from 1 diamond to 2 diamond, I still didn't really notice any difference at kind of the mid tier on it. But like I said, even those higher end up ones that have it maxed out are saying, yeah, this really isn't that much better. Still, with all that being said, these rate up heroes are incredibly easy to go and level up if you have the diamonds to throw behind it, and the fact that pretty much every other one is guaranteed, if not getting them back to back, and you also get a bunch of the other heroes too while you're pulling on this one. So I always say continue to pull up on these rate up events. We never know when a change is going to happen that could potentially make this even stronger once enough people complain about it. So if you want to grab it, use it early game, it could definitely help you out. But if you're looking at this thing to be a big performer towards the late game, it's just not happening yet. But if you want to know about all the skills of this hero, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.